April 30th, 1945. Führer Adolf Hitler commits suicide in his Berlin bunker. The Wehrmacht is falling to the unstoppable advance of the Allied armies. The Allied leaders meet in Potsdam for the third and last wartime conference. They agreed to divide Germany into 4 occupation zones, expected to be reunified soon. The Soviet blockade of West Berlin in 1948 marked the first major event of the Cold War. A direct military confrontation was at this point always possible. However, the successful airlift carried out by American and British planes forced Stalin to withdraw and reopen the roads to Berlin.
Industry comes to a standstill. But the Western Allies fight back with an airlift of 450 flights daily, carrying thousands of tons of food into the beleaguered capital, flying an air corridor threatened by Red fighter planes.
This caused a major conflict in the happy family life of Germany. Mummy Truman and Daddy Stalin decided to break up and divide their children, who were named West Germany and East Germany, and Baby Berlin, East and West. The family tragedy over Baby Berlin lasted for over 45 years and is regarded as the hotspot of the Cold War.
Schäfer nach innen geflankt, Kopfball, abgewehrt, aus dem Hintergrund müsste Rahn schießen. Rahn schießt! Tor! 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 Tor!
West Germany was succeeding in all fields under democracy, even the soccer field. On the other hand, East Germany suffered under a Stalinist authoritarian state, with no free elections since 1946. Symbolically, the East did not even qualify for the World Cup. The West, with the help of the US Marshall Plan, developed into an efficient and booming nation that by the early 1950s had tripled its GDP. There was no trace of the devastating war. It was an economic miracle.
Bin weder Doktor noch Professor, aber ich bin stinkend faul. Ich habe keine reiche Freundin und keinen reichen Freund.
Meanwhile, harsh programs such as collectivization and Soviet industrialization placed many burdens upon the East and encouraged unrest. In fact, the situation was so unstable that in 1953, a strike initiated by a group of East German workers developed into a full-scale uprising that could only be suppressed by the Soviet military. For the first time since the end of the war, tanks rolled through the streets of East Berlin. Guten Tag. The contrast between Ost- und Westdeutschland led to the Republiksflucht. Young, skilled and intelligent East Germans were migrating to the West. The Soviets were increasingly concerned with this phenomenon. The brain drain. In Nikita Khrushchev's words, as unveiled in his memoirs,
"We were scared, really scared. We were afraid that they might unleash a flood which we wouldn't be able to control and which could drown us."
Berlin was the only way through which this migration could be undertaken. In the Ostdeutschland capital, streets and subways connected to the two worlds. A loophole, in essence, to surpass the borders. The situation in East Germany was becoming unsustainable for the Soviet leadership. What had started as a shameful blunder was threatening to become a serious problem for East Germany. Saturday, 12th of August 1961 was a normal day in both Berlins. Workers were enjoying their free day, kids remained at home, and the Soviet and East German leadership had a garden party in a wooden area north of the city. Following the results of such meetings, however, on Sunday the 13th, the sun would rise over a divided city. Following Olbricht's orders, a wall had been erected, completely isolating West Berlin. The barrier would eventually surround the western island, physically stopping escape from a communist sea.
Teacher, leave them kids alone.
The Iron Curtain between communism and capitalism had become a physical division of stone and steel. The border was closed, the Berlin Wall had been built.
All in all, it's just another brick in the wall.
The bold move of the communists was not aggressively answered by the West. However, it was heavily criticized and continuously referred as a monument of Soviet failure. 2 years later, US President John Fitzgerald Kennedy would stand in front of the wall in the western side and would state,
"Today, in the world of freedom, the proudest boast is, Ich bin ein Berliner."
Germany was the heart of the Cold War. After World War II, the Cold War started here, and with the fall of the Berlin Wall, it ended here. Germany, including Berlin, was the only location where the USSR and the USA directly faced each other for 44 years. In fact, the struggle of communism versus capitalism was put face to face in Germany. The economic and military potential of the German nation was also very important, as a unified Germany could become a powerful ally for either side. Germany was not only of high importance in terms of location, economic strength and political influence, but also, especially with the building of the Berlin Wall, became a symbol of communist failure. For the next 26 years, the division between East and West Germany would continue. In the following years, a gradual approachment between East and West, thanks mostly to Willy Brandt's Ostpolitik, would eventually lead to the fall of the Berlin Wall and to German unification. The long struggle of the divided nation marked the pace of the Cold War, its unification the key to its end.
There's a growing feeling of hysteria, conditioned to respond to all the threats, the rhetorical speeches of the Soviets. Mr. Khrushchev said he would...
1, 2, go.
Airlift to withdraw and reopen the roads to Berlin. Yo, we have to figure that out before. Yes! Stop, détener.
Tener. No.
Shameful blunder was threatening to become a serious problem and divide their children who were named. Which side is this? This is east.
West is...
Yeah, good. Okay.
Oh, no, I have a wonderful idea.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Get closer to this. There you go. You're very funny, man.
Was threatening to become a serious problem.
Don't worry. West Germany. 1, 2.
West Germany!
And now change. Go to that side,
Fuck, that's so gay. And East Germany. East and West.
One.
For over 45 and is regarded as one of the hotspots. No, as the hotspot. Fact.
Nice London.
Vaya, primo.
We're recording that way.
Fuck! Fact.